It's a beautiful day as I'm getting my morning coffee. It's my morning ritual to come to this McDonald's and get the best coffee in the world, baby. So, congratulations to Team Obama for winning the election. And I know I was supposed to upload a video yesterday regarding our own election, but I'm like, hey, brand new day, brand new era of new presidency. Well, let's have our elections today. But before I do that, I wanted to actually talk about some of the series that we covered so far. And that is the series of Rahu through houses and Ketu through houses. And I wanted to reflect back as a conclusion, and I wanted to just discuss as to how important Rahu and Ketu are in astrological chart, the north node of the moon and the south node of the moon. Because these 2 points literally give you so much information about the person. And that is the reason why is because these 2 points, Rahu and Ketu, north and south node of the moon, show exactly where you feel isolated and separated in life, and where you're actually striving for, where you're going for. What is it that you want so much of that you can never fulfill yourself? And it's so easy to understand how Vedic astrology has laid out this map for you, that look, south node of the moon, Ketu, look, you have already dealt with those things in the past life. So like Ketu in the 12th house shows you've already achieved and mastered that isolation of spirit and spirituality, and dealing with foreign affairs, dealing in foreign land, dealing with isolation, working in hospitals or jails. You accomplish this. Now it's time for you to come back into the real world out here and deal with litigation, deal with people, deal with, everyday work life. But the reason why Ketu becomes the final placement for before you become enlightened is because God wants you to learn that final placement of the material world, which is the 6th house. 6th house is a battleground where you go and fight, you shed blood, you look at the actual human nature, the animalistic nature of human life, and through that you're able to assess the spiritual world. You're able to see and determine that yes, material world is nothing compared to the spiritual world. And you can say that all you want in your mind, but you still do not know what spirituality is. And this is why it's important, to understand the real world before you even say, hey, I'm spiritual. No, without understanding the real world, you're not going to be able to handle spirituality. And this is why Rahu and Ketu become very important points in your horoscope. One shows where you should put your mind to. Even though your mind is not there, you should go where Rahu is telling you to go, where Rahu wants to achieve. Because the universe says, this is what you're here to achieve now. You've already achieved the things in the past. Don't waste your time with those things. Those are the things you fall back on when everything else fails. Like Rahu in the 2nd house shows you are here to make money on your own. You need to find some sort of a skill, and you have to make an impression on people to sell your stuff, and business, you have to be in the business world. Where Ketu shows that you benefited from other people from past life. So in this life, you are not going to do that. So if you try to find that rich husband, you may not be able to find that. You're going to have to make your own money. And the more you go towards Ketu's side, you get your ass kicked. And this is why these things become very important. So when you go through Rahu and Ketu through houses, as we did, and you look at your own chart, you get to see exactly what your mission is and what your accomplishments are. But let's also talk about 2 other planets, which is Saturn and Jupiter. They also tell you the very fattening stuff in your life. Saturn shows your limitation, your boundaries, your blockage in life, where you'll feel restricted. Jupiter shows where the opportunities are, where the optimism is. So with these 4 planets, somebody can assess most of the fattening stuff in your horoscope. Now, since we reflected upon our past and our present with Rahu and Ketu and other planets, let's talk about our election now. So as you know, we're down to Moon and Mercury, And so what better way to decide which one we're going to do next than to let you guys decide. So here's the drill, and you know the drill. If you want Mercury, comment Mercury. You want Moon, comment Moon to see which series through houses we're going to do next. And if you're watching this on my social network like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, Tumblr, Orchid, all these places, MySpace, yes, I have a MySpace page. Please comment on the YouTube page only, because it becomes so hectic. Last time I was going back and forth because I kind of made that announcement, I'll just look at the votes everywhere. But if you want to get your vote counted, come to the YouTube page of this video and then comment, and we'll see who wins. And obviously the poll is going to close tonight at 7 o'clock. So after that, if you comment, it's not going to count, but comment below, so this way I can keep track of that. And now if you want to know where your planets are placed and where Moon and Mercury are placed, so you can know when I talk about your placement, subscribe above and check out the link below, and check out my website and my book, Astrology at the Speed of Light. And when you get the book, I will send you the link. Look at your own chart and to see where your Mercury, Rahu, Ketu, and all these other planets are placed, so you know your mission in life. Otherwise, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.